जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनार्दना यशोदानन्दना व्रज Krishna, 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 Rama Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, जय जय श्री राधा माधव भगवान की जय। जय जय श्री राधा गोपी जन बल्लभ भगवान की जय। कृष्ण ताय पतित पावन गौर भगवान की जय। जय जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। मन पशुपति की जय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं स। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। जय जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to the morning Bhagavatam class. I seek blessings from all the devotees here in person and in Zoom so that I can glorify about the Srimad Bhagavatam and speak something, and later we can discuss among ourselves. We will be discussing on Canto 4, Chapter 16, verse number 8. We'll recite the verse. Deve avarsatyasau devo.
Deve avashyasya devo.
Deve avarsatyasau devo.
Deve avashyasya devo.
Naradeva vapurhari.
Naradeva vapurvari.
Naradeva vapurhari.
Naradeva vapurvari.
Krishna pranam prajahyas yesa.
Krishna prana prajayesha.
Krishna pranam prajahyasa.
Krishna prana prajayesha.
Rakshisatya anjasendravat.
Rakshishatyanja
Rakshishatyanja sendravat.
Rakshishatyanja Sindra
Deve avarsatya saudevo. Naradeva vapurhari. Krishna pranam prajahyasa. Rakshishatya anjasendravat.
Rakshishatyanja Sindra Deve avashatyasau devo
Deve avarsatya saudevo. Naradeva vapurhari.
Kricha prana prajayesha
Krishna pranam prajahyasa.
Rakshishatyanja Sandre
Sendra.
Sendrava
Rakshisatya anjasendravat.
Deve avasyatyasau devo
Deve avarsatya saudevo.
Naradeva vapurhari
Naradeva vapurhari.
Krucha pranaha prajayesa
Krishna pranam prajahyasa.
Raksisyantyanja
Rakshisatya anjasendravat. Synonyms. Deve, when the demigod Indra. Avarshati, does not supply rains. Asau, that. Deva,
Deva
Maharaj Prithu.
Maharaj Prithvi
Naradeva, of the king. Vapu, having the body. Hari, the supreme personality of a godhead. Krishna Prana, suffering living entities. Praja, the citizens. He, certainly. Esha, this. Rakshishyati, will protect. Anjasa, very easily. Indravat, like King Indra. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Translation. When there is no rainfall and the citizens are in great danger due to the scarcity of water, this royal personality of Godhead will be able to supply rains exactly like the heavenly king Indra. Thus, he will very easily be able to protect the citizens from drought. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. King Prithu is very appropriately compared to the sun and the demigod Indra. King Indra of the heavenly planets is in charge of distributing water over the earth and other planetary systems. It is indicated that King Prithu would arrange for the distribution of rainfall personally if Indra failed to discharge his duty properly. Sometimes the king of heaven, Indra, would become angry at the inhabitants of the earth if they did not offer sacrifices to appease him. King Prithu, however, being an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, did not depend on the mercy of the heavenly king. It is foretold herein that if there would be a scarcity of rain, King Prithu would manage to counteract the deficiency by virtue of his godly powers. Such powers were also exhibited by Lord Krishna when he was present in Vrindavan. Indeed, when Indra poured incessant water on Vrindavan for 7 days, the inhabitants were protected by Krishna, who raised Govardhan Hill over their heads as a great umbrella. Thus, Lord Krishna is also known as Govardhan Hari. Jai Jai Sri Giridhari Govardhan Hari Lal ki Jai. So when there is no rainfall and the citizens are in great danger due to the scarcity of water, this royal personality of Godhead will be able to supply rains exactly like the heavenly king Indra. Thus, he will very easily be able to protect the citizens from drought. Okay, so we are still going through the glorification of Maharaj Prithu, King Prithu. Okay, so last sloka it was compared to sun, like how Prithu Maharaj would rightly exact excess, but he'll also distribute evenly to among all the people, just as the sun takes the water from the earth, and then when the time comes in the rainy season, it pours the water through rain. So like that, again, in the next step, they are comparing like Indra. So Indra also actually the in charge of rainy season or the rain is Indra. So when he dictates that yes, now I allow for the rain, then the rain happens. So although the sun just takes the water, but Indra is the ultimate controller. Like Varun Dev is the in charge of the water, but he cannot distribute. So the sanction has to come from Indra. Indra is the actually supervisor or in their authority, the king of the demigods. So here Prabhupada says like sometimes the demigods they become puffed up, and also because they think yeah we are the controller here. So but they are not able to judge exactly when a incarnation of the Lord takes place within their jurisdiction. Like when Krishna came, so although they know they are very much devoted toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are not envious of the God. But when the Lord comes within their jurisdiction with his own form, then does the pastime. They are bewildered. Is it really that my master has come here? Jai Jai Sri Krishna Kumar Prabhu ki jai. Jai Jai Srimati Radharani ki jai. I'll give this. Okay. So, so when the Lord comes by Himself, okay, within the in this earthly planet, so because this is not spiritual world, so the demigods who are the in charge of these this place, they think we are all in all here. Okay, who will come? Why Lord will come? If the Lord will come also, we'll get to know now. But the Lord is not like obligated to tell them that I am coming. Okay. So it is not like in this current society, like if Prime Minister has to come, then there is a protocol. Then first he will inform them and then do that. Then everybody is informed, then he'll come. So the Lord says, okay, I'll come. Like Krishna said to Brahma, I'll come. You let them take part, like all the demigods to like take birth in different places. But when I'll come, when exactly I'll come, what I'll do. So all those details he doesn't give. So the demigods like Indra and all, they think, "Arey, why my master will come and do such a menial okay, activities in the earthly planet where we demigods also do not go." So they think it is not possible. So through that तो they think we are controller. So we are just मैं तो अभी इधर हूँ इधर कौन आएगा अभी तो ऐसे सोचते हैं but when the Lord comes he thinks and then he sees whether everything is going good or not or they are just relaxed Indra is relaxed if he is relaxed then be relaxed at your office I'll take care of my associates here so like that Prithu Maharaj when he came He also, like in the fifth sloka, just two, three slokas before, they said all the demigods, they already appeared within his body because he is a plenary expansion of Lord Vishnu. So it is already, because it is just an expansion. So all the demigods are already within him. So if any particular department is not doing properly, then he is not going to go and ask him, okay, and give him an application. "Yes, sir, please do this." So he'll automatically start doing the activity by himself. So like that. So, but when Krishna comes, what, like in Chaitanya Charitamrita comes, Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that when Krishna comes, all the avatars also come within the body of Krishna. स्वयं भगवान, लाइक पूर्ण भगवान अवतरे जय काले, बाकी सब अवतार ताते आसी मिले. So when Krishna is Purna avatar. So Prithu Maharaj is not Purna avatar. So it is not said that all avatars also came and rested in the body of Prithu Maharaj. But there in Chaitanya Charitamrita said, जब पूर्ण भगवान आ जाते हैं, कृष्ण स्वयं आ जाते हैं, तो सारे अवतार जो है, जो नरसिम्हा और Kurma, Bara, जितने अवतार है, so all the avatars also manifest within the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead within this material world also. So they are all manifest. Even like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, so he is also Purna Bhagavan, not Ansik, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So although he did not like manifest all those things, but sometime it would automatically come. भावावेश में चैतन्य महाप्रभु आ जाएंगे पूरा एकदम. तो so at that time all the confidential devotees they would know, "अरे, हमको पता चल गया और छुपाइए मत हमसे." तो अच्छा क्या क्या समझ में आ गया, चुप छो, अभी कुछ नहीं बोलना है, ये तुमको अगर समझ में आ गया तो चुप रहो, अभी और किसी को मत बताना. तो जैसे जैसे शिवा सांगन में गए तो नरसिंह भगवान का पूजा कर रहे थे, वो वर्शिंग नरसिंह देव. So immediately said, "Oh Srivas, what are you worshipping? See who is Narsim Dev here." So he manifested there. So like that, in many places you used to come out that. Like Sri Krishna also, sometimes it would automatically, the opulence also will come out. But then through Yogamaya, to do the confidential pastimes, the loving pastimes, the affectionate pastimes, you would then conceal that. So that the Bal Gopal does not cut Lila Chanumani. So like that he is doing. So here Prithu Maharaj came, Prithu Maharaj just a like plenary person, expansion. So they said, but all this for a material world to run, whatever is required, it was already, he was Prithu Maharaj was self-sufficient. And it will be also said that he said, like all of you, like Mother Earth also, if you are not doing not going to give, then I'll punish you. That you don't know who I am now. So अभी जितना भी नाटक हुआ था वो सब बंद करो, अभी बैंड नहीं रहा, अभी मैं स्वयं आया हूँ. So and he said, "Oh, who will not be? If any of those demigods, okay, these like controllers, the material in universe's controllers, okay, these managers, if they are not going to perform their duties, then I am self-sufficient. I will take care of this earth, my citizens completely. Okay, I do not need without like with my uh, like siddhi, my perfections. I can do everything and control this. So that's how Prithvi Maharaj was acting. So 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 as we said, so he was first compared to sun god and then Indra. So So these things actually, we are, it is going to happen, like all these things, but it is already. So they are telling. So still the sages or the other people, so they are glorifying like what all things Prithu Maharaj can do. So all these things, they are already telling about Prithvi Maharaj, like how glorious he will be, how glorious he will be. So like that, when the personality, the great personalities, they come. So the sages, the brahmanas, or the highly qualified people, they already got the hint of this, and they start glorifying him. Like when Sri Krishna came already, so it was told that what all things he'll be doing. Okay. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, so Nilambar Chakravarti already told that yes, so this son, so he's not ordinary person. Yes, he's Lord Vishnu. Or he said he's exactly like Lord Vishnu. He's Vishwambar. He will सब भरण पोषण करेंगे. He will do the nourishment to the entire universe. So like that, it was predicted. So this way, when the great personalities come, so they already their activities are predicted. Okay, but the normal people when they come, there is no prediction. What he'll become or what not, no guarantee. कभी कभी जाते जाते कब कितने बार कहाँ गिरेगा उसका कोई गारंटी नहीं है. So that is why it is always said that people are saying, okay, after so much of practicing, साधना करते करते वो सिद्ध हो गया, सिद्ध होते होते फिर भगवान बन गया. So how it is not the process of practicing to become a perfection and to get all the mystic words. Okay, then how? So it means he's getting the siddhis from somewhere. Okay, so Prabhupada always deny and chastise that heavily. That how he has become God. Okay, just by practicing, no one can become God or the Supreme. It has to be there. He may not manifest for first few years because the Supreme Personality when he comes for a pastime, for a लीला करने के लिए आते हैं, तो पहले अगर उनको बाल लीला करना है, चैतन्य महाप्रभु आएंगे तो और पहले बाल लीला करना है, किशोर लीला करना है. So by that time he will keep that in a confined way. He'll not disclose that. After that he'll manifest. Okay, but they don't need to go through the process of, okay, like perfection. ये साधना करते करते ये करते करते हाँ अभी मिस्टिक पावर आ गया. Okay, when I get the mystic power, I so the Lord is the Lord who has power. They already come with those power in this material world. And the Buddhaji, those who are bound, they see that okay, these qualities if I'll exhibit, then normal people will glorify me. They will say, "हाँ, it must be something mystic power, some कोई देवता ही आ गया लगता है इधर." तो so like that, so what they think, like, okay, I'll exhibit something. I'll practice. So few year practice, and then they'll say, yes, now I'm been perfect. Now you glorify. चले को भेज देंगे. जाकर जगह जगह बोलो, यह सिद्ध महात्मा है. सिद्ध. So, oh, Prithu, in the case of Prithu Maharaj, it can be like realized like how Prithu Maharaj came. Immediately everyone said, he is saying, no, 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 don't do that now. I'll exhibit, then you glorify. तो वो लोग बोलते हैं हाँ ठीक है आप करेंगे लेकिन हम लोग को तो पता ही है ना. So as we know, so for our satisfaction is our matter of duty, we should glorify you. Okay, then when you do, then that time everyone will do. Okay, but now people in general they do not know, so that's why they are not glorifying. But we are instructed by the Brahmanas and the great sages, led by Bhrigu. Okay. So that's why we are glorifying. So and they come by the like request and the worship of great Vaishnavas only. Like here also, Prithu Maharaj came by the invocation of great sages led by Bhrigu. Okay. Otherwise, they have nothing to do with this material world to come. So, first, like the great personalities, let's say the demigods also, or the like Lord Brahma. So they worship, they invite, they request, please come, please come. We are here, all the devotees are here. We are worshiping. We are all bereft of all the like loving affection from you. Okay, being here in this material world for so long, we are getting so much disturbance, and other miscreants come here with a lot of like ignorant mode. So that they make all disturbances. So even the people who are in the mode of goodness, they are being disturbed. So they time and again worship to the Lord. So please come, give us some association. So that's how they come. So here also the sages headed by uh, Bhriguji. So they worshipped. Okay, so they said enough now. Look, we are trying to manage somehow or other. Okay, because first Vena came. Okay, so without our interest also, we knew there will be some disturbance by making such a like unfit person, rascal person to make and enthrone as king. Then also we did not have any option, but we did it. Okay, so now we are out of options. Okay, so please you yourself come or send some expansions. Okay, or give some like that's why the Kala like Satyaves avatar. Okay, so I said okay, I'll give some of my potency in some months and I'll come. So like that, when the sages, saintly persons, they worship. Okay, so out of causeless mercy, the Lord comes here or sends someone or gives his mercy or the some potency in someone, so that the all other devotees of the Lord who are here in a remote place, in a foreign place, and in full of misery out of the conditional state, they get association and the shelter of this Mahapurush, okay, the great personalities. Like Prithu Maharaj came, he because he's a king, so he also took care of all the citizens very nicely. He gave them all the facilities and material facilities for their life, and he'll also spiritually enlighten them. So like that in Kali Yuga also, like the Vaishnavacharyas came. Why? Because there are so many people, okay, the very faithful, genuine people. So they want great association that to release the uh, pastimes of the Lord, to release the qualities and the लीला जो है भागवत है उसको रिलीज करने के लिए तो व्याकुल रहते हैं भक्त लोग. So, so they want, at least if the Lord may not come again and again, so but please send some of your close confidants. So if they come, we can take like Prabhupada came. So there are thousands of thousands of people they released, even by just remembering how they would release. So people are jubilant. Okay, so like that, time and again, the great personalities, the acharyas, they come so that they exhibit the exact pastimes and the leelas of the Lord and through kirtan. So they give that mellow to the devotees so that they can get some enjoyment even in this material world, which is very dry. And people are just otherwise, if that is not there, they just want to enjoy something or the other, which is material, not spiritual at all. जैसे अगर किसी को खाने को नहीं है अच्छा चीज, बहुत भूख लगी है तो क्या करेगा, कुछ भी कचरा खाने लगेगा. जैसे भारत में देखते हैं गाय इतना और पशु इतना भूखे हो जाते हैं, वो कोई भी वो पॉलिथीन वो प्लास्टिक भी खा लेते हैं फिर. तो इसीलिए if the living beings, the humans, they do not get the pure nectar of spiritual releasement from the Lord, then they start getting or start taking the filthy things, which is material. So that's why the Lord sends time and again the close confidants. So they come and they exhibit the pure Bhagavad Dharma, the releasement, the mellow from the Lord's pastimes, which the devotees can take pleasure out of. So with this, I'll pause here. So I would request other people like other devotees if they have anything to add or give some reflection. In Zoom or here in person, Nandiketan Pro or Rasivu Pro, if you're interested.
Just one thought actually how with Maharaj is not accepting the glorification first. Let me do the work.
Yes.
You know, in the material world, like talking to myself, like projecting as though we are doing everything. We accept the things, even though they are called correct.
Yes.
Even though we cannot accept, we cannot do anything without the responsibility. How we how we will be able to cultivate this, in practical, uh, everything is dependent on Lord. Without Lord's sanction, we cannot perform that service. Cultivation, and that second is the duplicity that I am carrying it as a projection of me something else than what I am actually. Okay. Can give some pointers on how we can actually humbly cultivate this, not to have this duplicity. I'm struggling with that. So,
Yeah, so Nandiketan Prabhu was saying like how Prithu Maharaj like he time and again he told that please don't glorify unless I exhibited some of these qualities. But here in the material world, we are always eager. Okay, what I am not, if I am glorified, हाँ आने दो आने दो. What रख लो उसमें क्या है? So he's saying how can we get out of this duplicity, and because we are not able to, like every one of us struggling to be very genuine, so that okay, but we pose that okay, if someone says yes, 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 yes. So Krishna Kumar Prabhu had something like how any inputs here, like what can help us not to accept false glorifications for us ourselves.
Share something with me.
Yeah, so can say like every one of us, like because of those independenceness and because we think we have some qualities, so like the false ego, so the false ego it always works. Okay, so that we think that yes, actually I have some qualities, I have some qualities, so that should exhibit and someone should glorify that. Okay, but like when we read and again and see the characteristics of our like acharyas, Sarvaswamis and all. Okay, so if we compare with them, like through material qualities and spiritual qualities also. So they had like if we compare one to one with them, then we can see like how much expert Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami were. Even before meeting to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, they were like when they were doing their jobs, they're excellent in that job. Okay, and that time also, it's not that they're not doing devotional life. They were in the devotional life that time also, but they were doing performing their activities so perfectly. So if we compare them, we are not at that caliber. Like none of these ministers also would be of that caliber. So they are performing the material activities, okay, perfectly. And then when they left that and came to the spiritual life, they did not tell anyone that how great they were. They did not say that, okay, I was a prime minister there. I was handling defense ministry, finance ministry. Now I have become a mendicant. Okay. So, and they were releasing the confidential pastimes of Brajalila. Yeah, but they were just staying menial. So, if we compare them, then we say, okay, if at that caliber, our Goswamis, they were not taking any glorification, not seeking for anyone's like praise or anything, then why are we after it? Okay. So like like that if we compare like someone जैसे कभी भी ऊंट पहाड़ के नीचे आएगा तभी उसको पता चलेगा कि कैसा है जब तक हम unless there is a comparison we always be feeling that yes I am the great जब कोई आगे आ जाएगा अरे भाई ये तो उसका असली रूप सामने आएगी कितना पानी में है so I always like think that what is my position, what is our position in our society, in our parampara. There are so many great personalities. They possess so many things, but they accepted so humble position. So with that, okay. So when we compare, then we'll feel actually I am nothing in front of me. Then so that should be prominently coming to us whenever we think that yes, now I have some qualities. Then we think, okay, how what quality I get? Okay, this is not enough. Let's get Krishna Bhagavan Prabhu कुछ कहने सकते
No, I just very, very relevant question, and how we kind of um, kind of take it. Yes, yes, I have done it. Yes, glorify me more. Like that, our ego is always ready to jump on anything anyone says. But as you said, our acharyas, our senior devotees, how they take it and how they offer it to their guru or senior devotees, always bring it. So I think Evil Krishna always says this, that what is the remedy for this um, this kind of pompous ego or inflated ego is the menial service. That one has to see how they can engage themselves in some menial service. No one has to know, or at least you know, that you are engaged in some menial service. That way it can counteract and show us where we came from. You know, originally, if I did not get Krishna consciousness or devotees association, I didn't start eating prasadam, or I didn't start practicing, where would I be? What would I be doing? That one has to always, we have to always be mindful about that. As Sri Maharaj always says that we are not any better or any, better than anyone else in the world. Anything, anyone, the regular Joe on the street is we are actually same as that person, but we just are a little bit more fortunate that we got some devotee association, somebody gave us a book, some flyers, some prasadam, and we got connected with Mahaprabhu's process, Mahaprabhu's, society. What is that? Uh, Man, Pratishtha, what is it? The three things, Pratishtha, Man, last. Shukarera Vishta. What is it? It says something like that. So it is like a stool of the hall. If you enjoy that, having somebody praising,
And as you said very nicely, who am I to be praised? Yesterday we were discussing about the forgiveness and uh, offense, taking offense. Like, who am I to take any offense? Or who am I to be glorified? What qualities do we have? What qualities do I possess compared to the, you know, as you already mentioned, the great stalwarts of our, acharyas, being a finance minister, Muslim king, Muslim king would definitely prefer somebody Muslim, right, to work with him.
Yes.
So to give somebody Hindu such a great position, you have to be far out, so much superior than anyone else in the game, right? Then you get that position, and then when they meet Mahaprabhu, then he said, everyone tells me I'm so intelligent, I'm so learned, but I don't know what I am, where I'm going. That is the humility of this great sages. So we always have to be grounded and know where we came from, where we would be, to not let our ego take over and get carried away.
Was it audible? A little bit like Krishna Prabhu was explaining.
It's not.
Not at all. Anyone in the Zoom can confirm.
It was audible. Leave it. Nothing.
You're just reinforcing the point that doing menial services and thinking how we came to Krishna consciousness by mercy of others. Okay, we should remember that again and again to make ourselves humble and take a lower position. Okay, not to accept the false praise and glorifications. Okay, we'll stop here. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, समस्त गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, ताय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि।